always came down to two people.
The divine pairing. One will live.
Hey guys, how's it working? How's it working? Is the live working? Is the stream working? How's it going? I think that's what I was trying to ask you. Let's just see about the lighting. Is it better? You want me to contrast more? Stream is working. Woo! How's it working? What do we do? I think that'll be green. Just get a bit of natural lighting. Okay, so this is going to be the second live stream of my Japanese lessons. I have been learning for the past 13 or so years. I lived in Tokyo for 5 years, came back to England, and I decided I would try and help other people get to Japan if they so wish. I ended up not really liking living in Japan too much, but I have enough knowledge to teach you. So let's recap on what we did last week. I'm not going to recap on literally everything, but for the just the main things. So I'm just going to open some text here. I apologize if the stream is a bit slow or if the lessons are a bit slow. This is only second time I've ever done this live, so let's see. So this should be fine. So last week we learned just simple sentence structure, the very earliest, the most simple things you can learn when you learn Japanese. So hajimemashite. So we made a conversation looking like this. I assume you already know this if you're watching, but we'll just go from here. So person 1, so let's just say Sam. Hajimemashite. You say hajimemashite. 私はアリアチバ。アリアチバはなんか、まあ、すごい日本人っぽいよね。So, はじめまして。私はアリアチバです。So this is very simple, most simple Japanese. Nice to meet you. You reply, nice to meet you. I am Arya Chiba. And then you may go on to say, you. あなたのお名前は何ですか？日本人っぽいと言っても残念だが日本人I'm not quite sure what you're saying there. 日本人いい派？なれませんね。Okay. には？日本人にはなれませんね。Iha, hiba. I don't see if that's a ba or a he. Ba or a ha. I think it's just a ha. つまり日本人かどうかよくわからない。には？はい。わかりました。Okay, so in lesson 1, we started off. We learned nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I am Arya Chiba. Anata no onamae wa nan desu ka? This is a very quick recap for those who watched lesson 1. If you haven't watched lesson 1, then you need to 残念だが日本人にはなれません。Okay, I understand what you're trying to say. You can't become Japanese. 日本人になれないってこと? 日本人にならなくていいよ。日本人にならなくていいよ。You don't need to be Japanese. I just realized the chat isn't showing up on here, so if you just give me a moment, I'm going to load the chat. We need to get the chat up on the screen, or else it's not going to be as good. Labs. All the music you can hear in the stream is music I made for other games. Just some of my favorite tracks. Quite old actually. Widgets. Chat box. Do anything that'll do. Just give me a chat box, please. Okay. And we need to make it stay for longer. Always show messages. Okay. There we go. Right, I'm just going to stick this chat box in so we can actually see what people are saying. This is good for the live playback when I upload this to YouTube, because it's not going to have the Twitter live playback. The Twitch live playback, rather. I'm hot already. Okay. Now if there's any chat, it should show up. Okay, so we learned some very basic things. Hajime mashite, nice to meet you. So, nice to meet you. Watashi, watashi wa, watashi is I, wa shows the topic. So anything before the wa is the topic. Watashi, so I'm the topic. Watashi wa ariachiba desu. So ariachiba is the name, and desu is or am or are. I am ariachiba. Anata no onamae wa nan desu ka? So anata again is you. No denotes ownership. So anything after the no, anata no onamae is the honorific form of name. Anata no onamae, your name. Anata, you, no, possessive, onamae, name. Wa denotes the topic, so everything before that. Anata no onamae wa nan, what? Nan desu ka? Desu ka? Ka shows is a question. So, you. What is your name? And then Sam says, I am Sam. I am Sam. So that will do for now. That's the first small conversation we started off with. Very simple. We have two forms of introducing yourself. So watashi wa, I am ariachiba. I am ariachiba. And well, I suppose I should actually respond to the question. So I am Sam would be watashi no onamae wa Sam desu. So when someone asks you a name, you should respond in the same way. Watashi, I, no, possessive, onamae, name. Watashi no onamae, my name. Wa, topic, or, so my name is Sam. Desu is or are. This is what we learned last lesson. We learned a few particles. This particles being, you know, I'm gonna post the particles in a separate bit so we can see it from now on. Joshu desu. Oh, いいね。日本人が入ったようだ。It seems like a Japanese person's entered to help out. 今なんか誰もいないからもしなんか問題があれば、もし僕は間違えたら言ってね。So particles we're going to put in here. それが女子って書こうとしたかな? So 女子 particles. We learned wa. That's going to confuse you. So wa, topic. Ga, subject. Hold on a second. I'm gonna double check this because I always mix the subject and the topic. Topic marker is. Okay, topic is Japanese, yeah. Okay. Is wow, okay. So what is the topic, guys? The subject we had no possessive. I own you. So I own this. So maybe it's easy to remember this owns this. So watashi, I own namae. Watashi no namae. And there's also already a mistake in here, so Joshu-san. もう少し読んでね。私のお名前はって書いてる。私の名前は。Okay. I made that same mistake last week as well. 13年勉強しても。You study for 13 years and you make the most basic mistakes. Okay. So, so we learned wa, ga, no, and yoku arimasu ne. Yoku aru desho. Wa, ga, no. I think we learned one more. Not entirely sure. I think we used it, but I didn't really quite explain what it was. So we'll just leave it like that today. Okay, so this is the first conversation. I'm just gonna make that disappear. We've done that for now. So today, oh, and one more thing that we learned was I want to go back to now is just the simple pronunciation. So pronunciation is a, I, u, e, o. A, I, u, e, o. Like this. Now, don't try and remember this in the form of the regular vowels in English, which is A, E, I, O, U. It's mixed up, so don't confuse those two things. Remember, it's A, I, U, E, O, like in Metal Gear Solid, the La Li Lu Le Lo. Okay. So this is actually what we call these are moras, which are units of sound. But this is actually what we call in Japanese hiragana or katakana. The alphabet in Japanese is called hiragana or katakana. It's kana. Yeah, America Jin. Watashi wa Antoshi benkyou shite imasu. I'm practicing listening. Oh, okay. Dewa. Atsuon yoku shite agemasu. I will try to do my best pronunciation for you. どちらどこから来たんだろうどちらからツイッターかなんかディスコードのサーバー I posted this on the Discord server just in case people wanted to join in. So, a, I, u, e, o. A, I, u, e, o. Try not to say like O. It's not O, it's not that round. Oh, it's not like English. Forget English. Not O, it's like O, O. Just the single sound at the start. O, O, O. Make the round. Okay, cool. Okay, thank you, man. Thank you, Ariachiba desu. Ariachiba-san. So, a, I, u, e, o. Make the round sound for the O. The O is probably the hardest. So just like O, O, O. Arigato, arigato, arigato. So today we're going to move on to the second row of the kana. Is ka, ki, u, ke, ko. Again, it's just the same sounds, but with a slightly different beginning. It's very simple. If you know any any companies, you'll heard of like a Yamaha, Yamazaki. So this is the second row. I think next lesson I'll start introducing how to actually write the alphabet. But for now, let's just bear in mind it's A, I, U, E, O, Ka, Ki, Ku, Ke, Ko. So please remember those basic sounds. This is what we call hiragana and katakana. If you want to make a note of this hiragana katakana thing, just the kana. Kana is like the alphabet. Hiragana and katakana are the two different types. We'll come on to kanji later. Okay, so if you made a note of those, I'm going to stick these up at the top here. This hiragana. Now, I'm going to make a word list for you now. And if you really want to be a good student, you will probably have to copy this list. You can probably learn without copying the list, but it will definitely help you later on if you do. So if you tell me halfway through if there's any words that you really want to know how to use, then that's fine. You go for that. So let's put this as word list. Word list. If you're not familiar with my lessons, what we do is we start off with a bit of grammar and some words, and then I go on and we do the cultural thing. So I'll just play some music for you and like play a song on the guitar with some Japanese, and we'll analyze it. And then we'll watch some media, so like an anime or something. And today we're watching a clip from Kimagure Orange Road, which is an anime from the 80s. So yeah, basically, the start is like the beginner thing, and then we move on to the music, which is like the cultural thing, with anime, which is also kind of cultural. At these times, the Japanese will be really hard. You don't have to understand it. That's not the point. The whole point is that you just pick up at least one word from that. So I'll take out the simplest words and we'll implement it into our speech. But it will be best if you make word lists of all the words that you don't know. So I'm going to put the Joshi up here. And then we can have a word list here. So today's word list is going to have a few from the last time. And a few new ones. Now is on my plateau at the moment. Anki, Anki, Anki. Okay, that's great. That's good because if you have nouns, you can just stick shimasu on, and then you can make a verb, right? So let's learn some words. So here's today's word list. Are there more? Yeah, there are more. Let's get them all in. Word list is too long. I may have to take a word off. Oh no, it's fine. So, some simple words. It is like, to like, or favorite. Now these can be used like as kind of like nouns, or they can be used as adjectives, or they can be, yeah, nouns or adjectives. I will explain that gradually over time. Kirai means dislike or hate. So des, we learned last week, is basically like is, are, am. Dewa arimasen. This is the opposite of des. So des is the polite way to say des. Is the polite way. The other way is da. But des is the polite way. Dewa arimasen is also the polite way to say not. So am not. Not. Is not. Etc. I need to make this a bit wider, don't I? This layout. I'm going to do that now. So yeah, just while I'm stretching this image out, if you guys ever want more tailored tuition to your actual desires, your needs, and I can help you with more than just the language part, I can help you with the social side too. There's going to be there's a link at the top there, Interactive Japanese. To request online tutoring via Skype, send me an email at interactivejapanese808@gmail.com. This is where I offer tutoring. It is paid. If you would like to pay less but also get some perks, you can join the Patreon page, which I'm going to actually put in the links below after this. I actually made a Patreon for this already because I'm ambitious. So, patreon.com. You can see all the perks here. I'm just going to link it in this chat. Des de wa arimasen. Okay. One thing is you've put de wa, so you're writing like a de wa. In Japanese, the wa is actually always ha. De wa arimasen. But accept that perfectly. Yeah, well done. So des de wa arimasen is not, and then we have the past versions. The past tense, but we're not going to go into those today. Yes. So the link I just shared there is to the Patreon. You can see the perks even. For $5 per month, you can access more detailed notes and study materials by me. These will be related to each lesson, but they'll just be more in detail. For $10 per month, you can learn more. You can join a priority chat group on Discord, which is like aside from the Discord, it's like a special Discord. You get to vote on what media materials will be used in future lessons, and you'll have access to various polls. I'll assist you and correct any sentences you may have, which you share with the group. For $20, you can receive private email correspondence with me. I'll answer any questions you have. Minimal of 3 emails per day. That's just so you don't send me like 50 questions in a day. At the start of each month, I'll help you create a study plan based on your current ability. I will take into account your current interests and help you study effectively with them. Your name will be credited at the end of every Japanese lesson live stream, and then you get all rewards from previous tiers, and it goes all the way down to $100 per month. You will be the star pupil. I'll be at your beck and call whenever I am awake. You're the student with the highest priority. Personal message with regards to Japanese language and culture. You want to talk about Japanese, your favorite anime, a new game, anytime you can message me. You get weekly Skype calls for 1 hour, and we can study, we can play games, we can chat, it's up to you. So for $100 per month, I think it's pretty reasonable, because you also get basically 4 chances at private tutoring as well as the other things. Anyway, Sensei, is there thick girls in Japan? Does that kind of thing exist in Japan? Yes, of course there are. By thick, do you mean like... What do you mean? Most, like, kind of... If you're like a high school student, most girls like wear the skirts and their legs are kind of thick. I don't know why. They're not as skinny as everyone thinks they are. Yeah, anyway, there are thick girls in Japan. My wife is a thick girl. Not in the sense that she's fat. Okay, so here's the new updated size for the list. Fat bottom girls are exclusively British thing. Listen to some Queen. Yeah, there's a song by Spinal Tap called Big Bottom. That's British. You'd like that. So, let's get back to the lesson. So, please look to the far left. We ski, like, to like, favorite. Kirai, dislike or hate. Des is or am. Dewa arimasen, no. I'm not, is not. So, not no. You're gonna have to bear in mind there's gonna be human errors. Tennis is just tennis. Tsuri is fishing, so these are hobbies. Rugby is rugby. It's like an extended thing on it. Anime is obviously anime. Suie. This is swimming. On is book. Mise, shop. Ie, house. Kuni, country. If so, that you're married to a Japanese girl. If so, that means she's your sensei because she taught you. In a sense, yeah. I've been speaking to her every single day for the past 5 or 6 years. But I actually started learning 13 years ago. I had a private tutor, and I went to university in London, University of London, and then I studied at Keio University in Tokyo. So I have many senseis. Nihon is Japan. Chugoku is China. Igirisu is England. America is America. Obviously. This should be a K. France, well, it's France. Ikimasu is to go, so this is a verb. Kaerimasu, to return. Okay. So, with this list formed, we can go on to our first grammar for today, which is going to be... Let's get the middle text back up. We're going to make some sentences. So, person, let's say Yamada-san says, Watashi wa Nihon ni ikimasu. Watashi wa Nihon ni ikimasu. Yamada-san says, Anata wa. So you're the topic. Nihon ni ikimasu ka? So do we understand this? Probably not. So we've got a new particle, so look up the right here. So we have Joshi's particles. This is going to be a new particle. Ni denotes the direction in which, like something affecting something else or something going to something else. So it's basically like a directive. Ni in Japanese, quickly, yeah, indicate destination or direction. Okay, so particles are units of language that basically show us how we're going to be treating the other nouns in the sentence. So, wa denotes the topic, so watashi wa. Oh, by the way, everyone, this is lesson 2, just so you know. Lesson 1 was already streamed before, so if there's anything you don't know, it's because it was in lesson 1, so you might need to go back to lesson 1. I'm going to upload these to YouTube most likely today, so within the next 10 hours or so. Joshi particles, so wa is the topic, so watashi, I, watashi wa, the topic is I, Nihon ni ikimasu. So Nihon ni ikimasu. So we have Nihon, which is Japan. You see in the far left over there, we have the list, it says Nihon, Japan. Ikimasu is to go, which is the bottom of the word list over there. Watashi wa Nihon ni ikimasu. I am going to go to Japan, says Yamada. I will go to Japan. If you're wondering why I haven't used capitalized words, it's because in Japanese they don't use capitalized, so sometimes I just kind of forget to do it. I'll try and do English capitalized and Japanese non-capitalized, but it's kind of hard to keep your mind in focus. So, Yamada says, I will go to Japan. And then he's going to ask you, Anata wa, you. So, Anata, you are the topic. Wa denotes the topic. Anata wa Nihon ni ikimasu. So again, go to Japan. You go to Japan. And then we can see here that Joshi, particles. Oh, ka. That's the one I forgot to write. There you go. The ka denotes a question. Indicates question. End of sentence. It has another use, which is not at the end of the sentence. But for now, we're going to learn that. Okay, so I will go to Japan. Anata wa Nihon ni ikimasu ka? So he's going to ask you, are you going to go to Japan? Will you go to Japan? Done it again. Will you go to Japan? And then you're going to reply. So you. Hi. Yes. Yes. Nihon ni ikimasu. I'm going to Japan. I will go to Japan. Nihon ni ikimasu. We've left out the watashi wa, so you can omit watashi wa. So you're the topic. Hey, watashi wa Nihon ni ikimasu. So this is how we use verbs. Verbs always come at the end of the sentence. When we're making these simple sentences, verbs are always at the end, so remember that. So, watashi wa Nihon ni ikimasu. I am going to Japan. So whereas in England we would say, I am going to Japan. So it's I, topic. And then we'd put the verb, going, Japan, and we put the noun at the end. In Japanese it's different, so it's like I, noun, verb. So you gotta try and bear that in mind, that a lot of the things you're gonna say are gonna be jumbled up at first because you're not gonna know exactly the right word order to say. So, hi, yes, watashi wa Nihon ni ikimasu. So if you want to make a little note of this, or you can just hit the Windows and print screen button and bam, print screen. Completely up to you. There's a lot to make note of. I just want to ensure you guys that if you take every opportunity to listen to these lessons and you take on board what I'm asking you to do and you just write these word lists, and then maybe you take tutoring with me or you become a patron, I'm going to be able to get you to speak to Japanese people within 6 to 12 months. I have some advice of where you can meet them online. I have various advice and experience, so if you want to just become a patron, or if you want to have private tutoring with me, then yeah, it would be a good idea. I'll put a link in the comments down there. So, we've got this little text now, so hopefully you've made a note of that. Let's move on to the next bit. So we're going to learn a new sentence. So, watashi wa Igirisu kara kimashita. Watashi wa Igirisu kara kimashita. Watashi wa, I. Igirisu is England. We can see in the word list down there on the bottom left. Kara is a new word. So let's add a new word. It's technically a particle, but we're just going to add it to the word list for today. I mean, there are people who argue whether it's a particle or not. My teachers argued. Well, there we go. So kara is from. Okay. Watashi wa Igirisu kara kimashita. I came from England. So watashi wa America with a K. Kara kimashita. Anybody else from a obscure country that I might not know the name of? Feel free to say it. So my friend was from Uzbekistan, so it was like Uzbekistan when I was in Keio University in Tokyo. Nothing obscure, sadly. Okay. So Canada would be so Uzbekistan kara kimashita. So if you're talking about yourself, you can always omit the watashi wa. So watashi wa Uzbekistan kara kimashita. And Canada kara kimashita. I came from Canada. I came from France. France kara kimashita. So bearing in mind these sentences, if we want to say that I'm going back to somewhere, we can say Watashi wa France ni, and then it's in the bottom left down there. Kaerimasu. Kaerimasu. Watashi wa France ni kaerimasu. Watashi wa watashi wa Igirisu ni kaerimasu. So kaerimasu is to return. I returned to England, this is true. Yeah. So the second type of language you're going to use. Not only do you need to use this to denote the country, you can also just say like to the shop, Watashi wa mise ni ikimasu. I'm going to the shop. Watashi wa ie ni kaerimasu. I am going to the shop. Or I will go to the shop. Watashi wa ie ni kaerimasu. I am going to go home. Okay. So if you just mix up these various particles and words logically, I'm sure you can come up with some sentences. If you want one-on-one practice with me, again, as I say, just email me to this email address here. And we can really set you on the path to Japan. Is there anyone here who really wants to live in Japan but has never been able to or doesn't know where to start? It's not as hard as you'd think. So, Chugoku, China. Chugoku ni kaerimasu. I. Aria Chiba-san. So, Aria Chiba, if you really want to live in Japan and you need advice how to, you want someone to practice with and who can explain things to you, or to go back to Japan. Oh, okay. Yeah, so have you lived there or did you just travel there? If you need anything, you can just, we can arrange something. If anyone also wants some help with the social side of being friends with Japanese people, it can be really hard to be friends with Japanese people. Their culture is very different, so you can always make mistakes. Okay, a year spread over 19. Oh, over 19 years. Oh, okay. So would you like to live there? I'm also trying to like coach people how to get there, basically, and give them ideas. Okay. Yeah, so I think you would definitely benefit from being a Patreon because I can. Oh, husband show. Okay. Well, I don't know. I could also give you a lot of different advice how to get there and how to get your husband there as well. I've dealt with the whole visa thing, dealt with all that stuff, the education system, you name it, I've been there. Anyway, so let's move on. So hopefully anybody who wants to learn has been making notes. If not, then just again, Windows key, print screen. I just zoomed into my screen. Okay. So, that's all for now on the grammar side of things. It's already been quite a lot of time. It's already been 45 minutes or so. So I'm going to move on to we're going to learn some music. So the basic lesson part has ended now, and we're going to go on to music, which is it's not necessarily going to be easy to understand, but the whole point in this section is so that you can get an idea of some Japanese music or culture or something. If you have any suggestions or something you want me to play and explain, then feel free to post in the chat, and I'll take it into consideration if I know it. So today I'm actually going to play a little bit of a song by a guitarist called Miyavi. Miyavi is quite well known in the world now as not only a Japanese artist, but sort of getting famous in his own right abroad. But I want to play one of his older songs that is probably one of my favourite songs of his. It's called Please Please Please. I'm not going to play the whole song, I'm literally just going to play a very small bit of it. And then we're going to analyse the section that I sing. There's a lot of English in it too. Make sure it's in tune. So it goes. Nay, darling, please, please, ne, oite kanai please, please, ne, onegai. So that's all we're gonna pick up on for today. It's very small. It's just the intro, but let's have a look at it. So it's a majority English. Please, please, please me. So the song's called Please 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 by Miyavi. I do highly suggest you start learning Japanese music so you can just teach yourself pronunciation. It'll give you insight to new words before you learn them. Hello, Raphael. How are you doing? This is by Miyavi from 2000. It's like 2003 or 2006 or something. I don't know. The album called Dokuso. Please, please, ne, oite ikanai de. So, please, please, ne. You know what? I don't think he says me. He says ne, obviously. And ne means like right. Please, please. Darling, please, please, ne, oite kanai de. Please, please, ne, onegai. This is really easy to learn. The word please. So there's there's a simple way to say please, which is like something kudasai. So ringo o kudasai. So please give me an apple. So kudasai is one way to say please. Kudasai, please. But then there's this other way, onegai, which is like kind of a little bit more emotional, and it can be used on its own. You can't say kudasai, but you can say onegai, like just please. So it can be used alone. So please, 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 ne. So ne means like. So if you say Sam-san wa. If you're asking me, Sam-san wa hon ga suki desu ne. It means like they understand. So this ne is like which means like right. You like books, don't you? So in this sense, this please ne, it's more saying like it's like ne, it's like please, it's like understand my feelings. It's like ne, please understand me, basically. So here we go. So it's really nice the way he couldn't even speak Japanese at the time, Miyavi. He speaks Japanese. Sorry, he couldn't speak English at the time, Miyavi, but he speaks English quite well now. But I like the way that even at that time he would say please ne, and then like add Japanese to the end of the English. Like it's quite a nice small touch, but when you think about it, it's actually kind of cool. Ne darling, please ne, oite kanai de. So oite. So oku is to like put. But the phrase oite ikanai. So oite ikanai, to like put something down and leave it alone. I'm not gonna be able to write this. So oite ikanai is to put something down and leave it alone. Oh, sorry. Oite iku. Oite iku. Put something down and leave it alone. So ikanai is the negative form of that. So oite ikanai de. So don't just leave me here, basically is what he's saying. Saying please, don't leave me here. Don't leave me alone, basically. Don't put me down and leave me alone. Don't put me aside. Or don't leave me alone. I need to head off. Mata kondo ne. Hai. Arigato. Yes, please come in next time. And consider becoming a patron. So I don't become homeless. Please ne. Onegai. So he's been saying please. Like Japanese people understand the word please, right? Obviously. But maybe it doesn't feel so much like they don't have as many memories with the word please because it's not their mother tongue. So if you're saying please, it's like okay, you're saying please, like I understand. But then right at the end when he says onegai, it sort of hits him with the emotion onegai. Like onegai is more direct in Japanese, so he's saying please don't leave me. I don't know if it's like intentionally really good, but I don't know, it's like sort of like it feels like intentional, unintentional genius kind of. I don't know. It's quite clever when you really think about it. Dear darling, please, please, ne, oite kanai de, please, onegai. Onegai. Right, so it's a very small thing to learn, but hopefully the word onegai is gonna be in your mind as a direct way to say please. So if you say onegai, please help me. Onegai, tasukete kudasai. Onegai. It's more direct. So it's a bit of a song and just a small lesson there. Right, now we're gonna go to media. So let me just load this up. Okay. I hope this video will work. I'm just gonna make sure it's. Bear with me for a second. I actually exported this somewhere else and I don't quite remember where. Okay. gonna reopen. I'm using Media Player Classic. It's usually pretty good, but for whatever reason, it's not really not doing anything at the moment. So again, we're gonna learn about anime, and also again, it's another link to the culture. Learning about Japan isn't only about learning the language. We need to learn the culture. We need to learn music. There are different things that we need to learn that we can identify people with people. If you want to really make Japanese friends, it's all fine learning the language, but if you you don't know anything that a Japanese person would know, like you're not gonna have anything in common. So we're gonna watch this scene through. It's actually like 2 minutes long, so we'll just listen to the first 30 seconds or so, and we're gonna analyze it.
はい、春日です。もしもしもしもし
Already some very interesting, useful language. I'm gonna put a word list on the left over there again, so just bear with me while I paste this. It's the fastest way to make anything in this. Okay. So we've got a phone call.
はい、春日です。
Hi, Kasuga this. Kasuga is this person's name. It's his second name actually. Hi it means like yes. So just basically yes, it's acknowledging someone. Hi. Hi. Oh, I'm writing in the word list all the way on the left over there. Hi, yes. Kasuga this. It's Kasuga. It's Kasuga. Kasuga is his family name. So what he's really saying is it's like the Kasuga house.
もしもし
So moshi is the way you say hello on the phone. You only use this on the phone. So don't be using it anywhere else, okay? Or like if you're sending off like radio wave to an alien or something, you know. But yeah, it just means hi on the phone. Moshi doesn't mean on the phone. It means hi. Hello. On the phone. You usually use it like you can't hear them as well, so moshi moshi, moshi moshi, moshi moshi, moshi moshi, moshi moshi, moshi mosh, moshi mosh, moshi mosh.
もしもし
So she's crying in Japanese there.
鮎川鮎川だね
So again, we got the ne that we used before. The ne means right, like understanding, like trying to like confirmation basically. Ayukawa da ne. Ayukawa da ne. So Ayukawa is the other person's name. Ayukawa. It's Ayukawa, isn't it? So Ayukawa is actually this person's love interest. I highly recommend this anime, by the way, if you want to fall in love with Japan. This is one of the things that made me fall in love with Japan. I'm not scared to admit. Called Kimagure Orange Road. I've put it at the bottom of the word list on there. Okay, it's Ayukawa, isn't it? Hi, Kasuga desu. It's Kasuga. It's the Kasuga house. Moshi moshi, hello. Ne, right? Ayukawa da ne. It's Ayukawa, isn't it?
もしもし
Moshi.
鮎川だろ
So Ayukawa daro. It's a stronger way to say desu ne. So we have 3 ways of saying. The desu ne is isn't it? The song called well, never mind. Again, it's Ayukawa. So this is what it's usually men who use daro. So if you want to speak more like a man, then use daro rather than desine. But also don't use it to like your like seniors and management or anything. Ayukawa, isn't it? Masculine. Or mask. Again, guys, remember this is not to intimidate you. I know this is only lesson 2, but the whole aim of this isn't to learn everything that's been said now. We're just learning a bit of the anime, and we are just picking up a few words.
私鮎川
私つまんないことしちゃった。
She says, "Watashi tsumanai, so tsumaranai koto shita." Yeah, that. So watashi tsumanai koto shitatta means I did something foolish, or I did something like kind of stupid, but kind of like meaningless and stupid at the same time. This is all the clip we're going to use for today because I don't want to reveal the story to you. I highly suggest everyone should go and watch this anime. It will make you fall in love with Japan, or make you fall in love with Japan again if you already liked it. See if I can pick this up. So yeah, this is a huge recommendation. Kimagure Orange Road. It's Kimagure Orange Road. I'm sure you can see it on Crunchyroll, or you just watch it online somehow. It's really old. Kimagure Orange Road. So we've learned a few things. So hi means yes. So you can use it as a question. So hi means like hello. Hi. Hi. Confirming basically is there someone there. Kasuga desu. It's Kasuga. I'm Kasuga. This is the Kasuga household. So my name is Jones. Sam Jones. So Jones desu. Jones desu. Jones desu means the Jones household. Moshi moshi. So moshi moshi is hello on the phone. And then we've got Ayukawa dane. So I want to pinpoint on this phrase today. So dane. So let's go back to the lesson. So we're going to learn something important now. So desu ne, isn't it? Asking confirmation for the previous statement. So Sam-san. So you say, Sam-san wa sensei desu ne. Sensei desu ne. You're a teacher. I say, yes, I am a teacher, obviously. Hai. Watashi wa sensei desu. So, hai. Watashi, I, wa, topic. Everything before the wa is the topic. Watashi, I, wa. Watashi wa sensei desu. Sensei. Sensei. Teacher. Everyone knows that. Okay. So desu ne is the main polite way to say this. San wa sensei desu ne. Right. So desu ne, isn't it? This is polite, or like a more feminine way to say it. Feminine. And then we have dane. Dane. Question, or Ayukawa dane? It's Ayukawa, right? So this is impolite way of saying it, or informal rather. Not impolite. Informal way of saying it. So des becomes da. So you can say anything like, so watashi wa sameda. But the thing is, if you first you're speaking to someone for the first time, you're not necessarily going to be saying like, samida, because it's the first time meeting them, so you're bound to be more polite, obviously. So watashi wa sama desu. Watashi wa sama da. So if you're gonna say I like you, or you can confess to someone, you'd say watashi wa anata ga suki da. So you'd say, again, you would omit a lot of stuff because everything's already established that you have a relationship. So let's say I want to confess my love to Ayuka. Ayuka wa san suki da. I like you. So it's like a confession. Suki da. And then if it's a question, daro, this is like masculine. Again, this is like desu ne, but really more forceful. So like, it's true, isn't it? So let's say somebody broke a car window and they said, you say, omae daro, omae daro. Omae means you, but it's really a rude way to say it. Omae daro. So if you're trying to accuse someone of breaking a car window or something like that. Imano wa omae daro. Omae datta daro. Like that. So there we go. Hopefully some of this here in this box will stick. Again, it's definitely best to make a little note of those. Otherwise, just hit the Windows key and hit print screen, and then go to your pictures, screenshots, and you'll be able to see all the things we talked about. I'm going to be uploading these to YouTube really quite soon now, so probably about 2 hours from now, they'll be on YouTube. I'll put a link in the Twitch below, and you can go back and just soak in everything that we've learned. If you follow these lessons, it's going to be 3 lessons a week. If you follow these lessons for 6 months, and if you decide to take up tutoring with me, or if you find a Japanese person to have conversations with, you will be able to speak to Japanese people within 6 months or so, if you take on board everything that I'm asking you to do. So if you want to learn how to speak Japanese within 6 months, and if you want to be good at Japanese within 2 years, and you want to be in Japan within 5 years, then you need to follow these lessons. Again, I'm going to there's a link to Patreon on the Twitch page, so let's bring up the Twitch page. And this is the end of today's lesson, so now I'm just plugging myself basically. So let's have a look at this Twitch page. I'm going to add a display capture. Okay. Okay. So if we go to Patreon, you'll be able to see that there's different perks for becoming a patron. For $5 per month, you can increase your learning material, access to more detailed notes and study materials by Sam Sensei. So this is literal notes from the lesson, which are free. And then this tier, $5 per month, is going to give you more notes. So more in-depth explanations, more recommendations. Students, so the student tier, $10 per month. For those seeking answers about Japan and Japanese language. You get to join the priority chat, which is like a locked chat in the Discord server, which will have a lot less people in it. You get to vote on what media materials will be used in future lessons. I will assist you and correct any sentences you may have, which you share in this exclusive group. So it's a way that this exclusive group can all learn together, and you get all rewards from the previous tiers. So basically, I will check your sentences, and if there's anything that even I'm not sure about, I'll go to my wife and get her to check them. Yeah. So $20 per month, you can be the private inquisitor. You can receive private email correspondence from me. I'll answer your questions that you may have, and I will email you at least three times a day. At the start of each month, I will help you create a study plan based on your current ability. I will take into account your current interests and help you study effectively with them. And your name will be credited at the end of every Japanese lesson live stream. All rewards from previous tiers. Please note, maximum of 5 questions per email. You can't ask me 50 questions in 3 emails and expect me to reply to all of them every day. I think that goes without saying, really. Okay, at $30 per month, one-on-one advice. Whenever I'm on the line and not streaming, you will have a higher priority than others. So I will help you correct your messages to Japanese people and give my personal opinion on socializing with native Japanese speakers. So this will be a private chat, like messages. I'll answer your questions and do my best to explain concepts and grammar in a way you can understand, and you'll get all rewards from previous tiers. Please note that unreasonable, excessive, or inappropriate requests will not be honoured. This group, from this group onwards, I'm also going to help you just like socialize with Japanese people. I can direct you to a site that's going to help you make Japanese friends. I will even help you with your correspondence with them. To help your conversations go smoothly, your messages. $50 per month. You and no more than 2 other people can speak with me more directly. Monthly Skype calls for 2 hours maximum. This will be spent doing whatever the group votes that they want to do, be it a chat, studying, or even watching anime or gaming. You'll get higher priority than the former tiers, so I'll respond to you more quickly. So there'll be private group lessons, 2 per month. So that's this and this. So you get 2 private group lessons, so that's me and then 3 other people max, and then all rewards from previous tiers. And again, please note that if I deem the receiver of this award to be abusive or overly inappropriate, the rights to this reward will be revoked. And then finally, teacher's pet. For $100 per month, you can be a teacher's pet. Star pupil. I'll be your beck and call whenever I'm awake. You are the student with the highest priority. If I've got 500 messages from someone else, from other people, and then you're number 1, and you're messaging me, you're going to be the priority. We'll get personal messages with regards to Japanese language and culture. You want to talk about Japanese, anime, a new game, anything, that's fine. Weekly Skype calls for 1 hour. You can use this as a tutoring if you want. It's completely up to you. Or we can just chat, we can play games. And you get all rewards from previous tiers, so even if we speak for 1 hour per week, you will also have this monthly Skype calls, so 2 hours with the group. And then 2 private lessons per month as well. Warning, please note that if I deem the receiver of this reward to be abusive or overly inappropriate, the rights will be revoked. Okay. So if we go back to the main page, we can see I have a $500 goal. If we reach $500 per month, I will do 4 lessons per week instead of the standard 3. And these will be free lessons, obviously. $1,000 per month. If we reach $1,000 per month, I will host 5 lessons per week. There will be massive improvements, which I haven't yet decided to. These will be announced when the 500 tier, $500 goal per month is reached. Okay. So this is going to be the end of the lesson for today. I'm glad you were able to join. And yeah, if you have anything you want to learn, then get in touch with me. You can become a patron and get all those sort of quirks or those perks, or you can go to the email up here and we can just do standard tutoring. There'll be discounts for if you choose a longer period of time, like more weeks, if you pay it all at once. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not going to be explaining all the tiers every single lesson at the end. It's annoying, but this is basically the first time I've implemented them, so I thought I'd explain them. Yeah. So, thank you for joining me. I will upload the study materials below, and yeah, the link to YouTube so you can watch the previous videos. I'm glad you joined me. This has been Sam Sensei with Interactive Japanese. Okay, I'll see you again next time. Again, I stream 3 times per week, so just look below at the schedule. Alright. Okay. See ya.